heal. He raised the dead. He'd done all of these things. We believe that physically, in this level of life, you can reach a conscious level that you can help people, you can heal people, you can give upliftment to people. I had a person 2 weeks ago that I read for, I talked to, and I felt spiritually impressed to ask them for, if they'd allow me to give them a healing. And I did. I got a whole letter from them, and the back pain was gone, and they had 2 deteriorating discs in their back. They have wrote me a letter of recommendation that it had happened, and that they feel that it was because of the healing. I know it's there. I felt the energy. I knew that Spirit was working through me, the Spirit of God was working through me, and they've accepted that. But a lot of people get afraid of it, and they go to their regular churches, and the churches say, well, you can't do that. Only a priest can do it, or only a minister, a certain faith, or whatever can do these things. There's a lot of churches now getting into laying on of hands. They're beginning to get into these things that they at one time held back and said, no, that's wrong, you can't do it. And all of a sudden they are doing it now.
We'll get back to that laying on of hands. Was there one person that was the founder, or shall we say the starter of the spiritualistic movement?
I don't even remember the complete history that far back, because originally there was a gentleman that had walked. He was a hobo, he walked, and he was killed. And there was 2 women in a home that kept hearing someone knocking, kept hearing sounds, seeing things. And this gentleman had passed on, he had been killed, and he tried to reach through to them and say, hey, someone killed me, because they found his pack. These women found his pack. And he materialized to them, told them what happened, and that he wanted them to know that he was alive and living, and that he felt so important that he knew he was alive, that he had to prove it to someone.
Would you say that the spiritualistic faith kind of, where the Catholic faith stops, it kind of goes on from there? Is it like an extension?
Number one, the Catholic faith has the most beautiful libraries that are closed at this time to the public and that are not being used. And it's really fantastic, the information they have. They have the biggest library on anything that you could go into psychic or spiritual realms with, but they don't use it. They don't show it to people. They have locked it away in the Vatican, and they don't show anyone. And this is something that I think is a shame, because all the information that we're talking about is there. It has been taught, it has been used, but it's limited by organizations all over the world.
Why is it limited? Do you think that possibly they feel that people will take it to an extreme, or use it not as a gift, but as almost like a power type thing?
Well, there's too many people in the world with a lot of egos that they want to control others. And this is what it comes to. They start controlling others. So if you want to control someone, you don't give them all the information, okay? You tell them so much, and you say, this is it, this is good, and you let it go at that. And this is what they're doing. A lot of religions, not any one particular one, all of them are doing it in some fashion. Yes, a person takes time to learn and understand things, all right? But if you just give them the basic understanding, they can go through it themselves. Instead of tying it up as to this, this, and this, who's going to do this, who's allowed to do that, you can't say this or do that. That to me is not right. We have within us our own spirit, our own knowledge, our own ability. God give us a brain we can think with, and I think the information should be there and be open to all of us. And it is if we really choose to look for it.
As being ordained a minister with the Spiritualistic Church, are your responsibilities similar to ministers, priests of other religious sects?
Yeah, I can do all of the major things that they do, marrying and someone pass on, do a burial, and do all these different things. I do church services. I was in Cleveland. I'm going to be down in Wheeling on the 20th. I'll be down there on the Wheeling Island in the church there, a spiritualist church in the island. All right, I serve church services. The only differences in the church services between a spiritualist church and most other churches is after the lecture, usually, then they go into a message service or a healing service or both. And there is laying on of hands. They usually have licensed healers that are there through the church that lay on of hands for those who want healings. They also go into message work.
That term, laying on of hands now, that's actually the hands being placed on the head?
The hands being placed on the head or the shoulders of the individual that is ill, and a prayer being asked for healing.
You then become the receiver, correct?
Yes, you're just an instrument. You know, it's like using a funnel. You know, you're only the funnel. The energy's going through you. That's all you are. You're not doing it yourself. The energy's flowing through you. And if you can relax enough and be open enough, God's power can work through everyone. This is not limited to any person.
As a minister with this church, what message do you try to get across to the people that follow this faith, or perhaps people of all faiths? Is there any particular message you care
Be
to?
truthful with themselves. Don't carry such a, some of them carry such a strength of, well, I can't believe that because they said it's wrong, okay? Go with your heart, what your heart says. What your heart says and feels is what really counts. Because you know within you, you can go to a church and you can feel good with certain parts of what they say. And other parts of it, you back away. All right, it disagrees within you. Your own spirit knows. It's just that people are so used to following that they don't know how to lead themselves.
So it's follow that gut feeling,
Yeah.
as most of us interpret it.
A lot of people have dreams. They'll have very, very vivid dreams. The dreams will come out. They'll be very true. They'll be very accurate. I've had people call me up that supposedly in their faith, they don't believe these things, okay? And it scares them. They call me up and question it. I explain it to them. They call me up again. They end up coming over. We end up talking. But you see, that's the awakening within them of finding out that all these levels of information from God is open to everyone.
Excuse me, Reverend, if you have questions about this or personal questions, we're going to take those calls right after this.
Look.
And we are back, everybody. In this segment, we're going to be taking your phone calls, and our special guest this morning is Reverend Gregory Keene, psychic, spiritualistic minister. In the first segment, we talk about his spiritualistic church. If you have questions about that, we'd be glad to take them. I want to remind you about our phone delay system, as we have been doing for the last couple of weeks. We are on a delay, about a 10-second delay or so. So when you call in, please turn the volume of your set down and just speak right into your phone as if you're conducting a normal phone conversation. Don't worry about your TV. I guess since these lines are busy, we should go ahead with the first call, okay?
Okay.
All righty. And you're on the air with Reverend Keene. Your question, please.
Okay. I want to know, with the Reverend King's psychic ability, could he help someone find a particular thing, like an object or something that he misplaced in his house?
It's possible.
Okay, I misplaced a piece of jewelry, earrings, and type of a pendant. Can you help me find it?
Are these in a circular shape?
The flowers are like, well, the flowers. The earrings are like a flower.
Okay. Do you have an area in your home that is like a countertop area where you'd have some small drawers?
Correct.
All right. Is that where you lay things down at times?
Yes.
I want to go down into a drawer right there, and I want to go down into what I would term a junk drawer. There's a bunch of stuff in it.
Okay. Would this be in my room or someone else's room?
Excuse me, ma'am, could you speak up just a little louder, okay?
Okay. Would this be in my room or someone else's room?
I think it's in your room.
Okay.
Would you check into that, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck with that. On to another call. You're on the air with Reverend Keene. Your question, please.
Yes, I'd like to know, we're going to be starting our own small business, and do you feel it will be profitable for us?
Profitable, yes. But the feeling I get with it also, who's too headstrong?
Pardon?
Who's pushing too hard?
Who's pushing too hard?
Yes.
Oh, we're kind of both, me and my husband both are.
All right, let me say this. Which one of you is the one that can't hold on to the money?
Me.
Because I feel like I want to hold my hands together and not hand any out, okay?
Uh-huh.
I feel like I want to hold it back a little bit because you're going to need it a little bit later, all right?
Uh-huh. Okay, and I was wondering also, we have a thoroughbred we're going to run him for the first time this year. Do you feel he'll be doing any good at the track?
Did he have some trouble with his left front leg?
No.
Would you keep an eye on that for any type of swelling?
Uh-huh.
I feel he'll run and run well, but I don't see it as a win.
Oh, you don't see no win.
Not right now.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Another line. You're on the air with us with Reverend Keene. Your question, please.
Okay, I recently sent away for something. Anyways, it contained $20. I sent it to Costa Mesa, California, and I should have gotten this product by
Oh,
now,
dear.
but they hadn't received it. And I was wondering, do you think someone could have stolen it, or it was lost in the mail?
Ma'am, this isn't psychic ability this time. But did you have the money that you could see through the envelope?
No, it was within a letter form,
Uh-huh.
but no, you couldn't see it.
I really feel that it's lost right now. I don't see it as, you know, being spent. I think it's lost.
Okay. One more question. I love hair, and I was wondering, do you see my hair growing longer in the future?
Was this in one particular area? Was this one area of your head you lost hair?
No.
All right, I'll give you what I feel and see how you can put it together. Is there an area on the top but towards the back that you've lost hair?
No, not really, no.
Is that a thin area?
In the back, yes.
I feel you'll get hair back, but it's going to take quite a while to get that straightened around. All right?
Okay, thank
Take your
Okay.
time with it.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good luck. Okay, you're on the air with Reverend Keene. Your question, please.
Yes, I'd like to ask the Reverend. I'm having some trouble with my hormones and being able to conceive a child, and I was wondering if he sees me being able to have children, and if so, when? And I have one more question.
Okay.
Let me state this first.
Okay.
Has there been something with the area, I would say to the right side of your body, that had given you a little bit of pain or swelling?
No, not that I could think of.
I want to go back a little time period with this.
Okay.
I want to go back a little while ago. You'd went to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice anything in that area of the body that bothered you?
No, I was in the hospital, and I, had like some tests done, and they didn't find anything. All he said was that, it was my hormones were mixed up.
Okay, number one, I feel something with blood.
Yes.
I want to run a very, very thorough check on the blood. I don't think that you have something in your blood that you need, and I think it's literally missing at this time, and I'd like to run a very thorough check on it, okay?
Okay.
I'm not a doctor, and I can't prescribe, but that's my feelings I have,
Alrighty.
all right?
Do you see me having any children in the future?
I feel that you're going to have a child. I think that you've had some problems with your own emotions, and some of the reasons why you're having the hormonal problems is your nerves,
Oh, okay.
because you've been awfully wound up, and a little while ago you thought you were just about to the point of a nervous breakdown.
That was just last night.
Okay.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
bless you.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And the numbers are on the screen. Going again to our phone lines. And you're on the air with us. Your question. Hello, is somebody there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Okay, me and my husband were planning on having a baby, and we have a girl right now, and I was wondering if,
Do you have brown hair?
no, I don't.
Who has brown hair right close to you?
My husband.
Has he been real nervous recently?
Oh, yes.
Because I just get very, very upset, very uptight, and I want to say, you just tell him to relax. Things are going to work out.
Oh, okay.
Was there a condition around him of a disagreement in the family?
Yeah.
Because I want to say, just tell him to back away and let go of it. As far as the child, I feel good with it, but I want to wait a little bit of time here. I don't want to jump into it this moment.
Okay, we have a girl right now. We had a boy, but he died. And I was wondering, could you tell me if we had another baby, do you think it would be a boy?
I'll say this, I'm not sure of sex, but I feel a good, healthy child. Who would have been in spirit that was named of John?
That was our son.
God bless him, because he just came in here for you, and I feel a lot of love.
Thank you very much.
Because they wanted to let you know they are fine. They are in very good health as far as spirit goes, and they're definitely there to guide you, because you've heard some noises in your bedroom.
Yes, that's our baby.
That's, God bless them, they're there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You amaze me when you do that. I got to tell you that. On to another
Well, when they come
line.
in and tell me their name, I'll give it to them.
That's it. That's it. You're on the air with Reverend Keene. May we have your question, please?
I'm an Aquarius, and I was born in 1945.
Sir, number one, I know nothing about astrology, so don't even bother.
Okay, that's Carolyn Zelna. We'll go ahead with a general question for Reverend
What I
King.
was wondering, it seems like that I've always had trouble, like either like I was involved in a car accident about 16 years ago, and I've always, tried to get caught up on bills and that. I was just kind of wondering, is there always some kind of a chance that I might,
Sir,
caught up with,
Sir?
caught up in bills, or just, instead of having a lot of sickness or
Sir?
something, like, kind of get up to
Okay.
horrible
Okay.
life, in other words, without any problems.
just a moment. I really feel with you that you're going 10 different directions at once, and that you need to center yourself and balance yourself a little more as one thing at a time, because I think that you've tried the job area, you've tried relationship area, you've also tried moving at times. And I feel with you, it's like you're throwing stuff in boxes and you're going all directions at once.
Excuse me, Reverend King, and to our caller, we are out of time. Thank you very much for calling in, and thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
It's been our
Good.
pleasure. We're going to go into a break, and we'll see you in just a couple minutes.